Now back to the greatest show no one knows about.
I agree.
This is the BS Show. You're welcome.
We're here with comedian Bill Pettifer, and I want to say also on the new Geico Caveman show.
Yes,
with
yes,
the
I
beard
am
and
doing
the-
a few commercials lately.
Somebody's watching me.
Yeah, it's good work.
Yeah.
It's good work. You know, it pays well. It keeps me,
Geico caveman.
and I get to keep my beard long, so that's always a plus. You
They
know?
pay you to keep it long.
Yeah, it's a part of the contract. They were actually talking to me the other day, and they were like, "If you shave even a piece of that, it's over. You're done."
You'll need a lawyer to get
I'll
you out of
need
the
a lawyer.
contract.
Do you have a whole like beard bit?
No, I don't have
No?
a beard bit. The closest I get is probably the Charles Manson thing.
Oh.
That's probably as
that
close
counts.
as I get. It does.
That's a beard bit.
That is a beard bit.
That counts. You
Because
gotta
that's
go
kind of
Geico
like,
caveman.
besides the swastika in his forehead, the beard is probably the next identifying marker for Charles Manson.
You're one bad Ash Wednesday away.
I'm one
That's
bad
it.
Ash Wednesday.
Have you ever? When's the last time you shaved your beard?
It was actually about 6 or 7 months ago.
Oh, that's it.
Really?
Did we
I
miss
did.
him during?
No, it might have been even before that. Maybe it's been a year now.
It's been at least a year
yeah,
since
you-
you've had baby face.
So I shaved it. I have a baby face. I have
Okay.
a very baby face, and it throws people off. Like, I wanted to go in and start, like, signing my name up for the open mics.
As someone else?
As someone else.
As William Pettifer?
But then do my material.
Right.
Like, keep doing my bits, and someone would be like, this fucking guy's stealing from Bill.
He's
Like, I
stolen from
can't.
Bill.
Yeah.
I'd say I'm going on vacation, and you shave, and then like as soon as Bill leaves on
Come in.
vacation.
I had to grow it back, though, because people were, like, completely appalled by it. Someone flat out called me ugly. They're like, you're very ugly. And I
Oh,
was like, oh,
no.
thank you. That's really kind of you to do.
Yeah, I can't grow a beard.
You
Like,
got
this
something
is like,
going on.
This is like a month. This is.
That's a month?
Yeah, it's like.
Wow.
It's not bad.
Oh.
Have you ever tried to push it for, like, a year?
I have.
And it doesn't
It's
come in?
not. It does eventually. Not good though. It's not.
It
It's,
blends with your hair. It just like has this nice blend.
That's why I try to keep it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I have a baby face too. If I shave, I look ridiculous.
Right.
I
It's
hate
not
it.
great.
Right. Do you shave the cheek area?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay, so it just doesn't grow very thick?
I don't. No. I only get sideburn into like here.
Okay.
I could look like I'm the mutton chops from the 1700s without an issue.
I get
Without an issue.
bad cheek hair. Like, I had somebody they were like, someone was asking, they were like, who was one of your favorite comics tonight? And they go, the guy with the beard hair that's all the way up here.
Chipmunk cheek hair.
And I was
Cheek
like,
hair.
dude, that's how I'm known as.
Old
Like,
Billy
you know,
cheek hair.
Old Billy cheek hair over here.
But
yeah.
that's not that bad. I remember it was a few months ago. Someone's like, "Oh, hang on, so you got like a little hair on your forehead," and it was in my forehead.
Oh, and they yanked it?
It's like, yeah, because I just thought it was a piece of hair on my forehead, and I didn't know there was a hair sticking out of my forehead, and I'm like, that's not good. Why is there a hair growing out of the center of my
You're
forehead?
getting hair everywhere because you're getting old.
That
Yeah.
widow's peak is coming down.
Yeah, it's
gonna
usually going
drop.
back, but now it's coming
No,
down.
I'm
Yeah.
okay if it drops. Yeah, no, I've always said that.
No, it's going back all the way. It's just also coming
It's
forward. to the point.
confused. The hair,
Yeah.
the hair doesn't.
I don't know where to go. Yeah.
It's so funny.
I kind of want to see you with a shaved, without a beard now.
You don't.
You don't.
Kinda do.
I have a picture of it somewhere. I'm not going to show it to you at this exact moment, and I'm definitely not going to shave my face on this podcast.
Do you think you get book less?
If I shave my face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we all got to shave our faces in solidarity, and I say that with the least amount of space.
He can't. He definitely can't.
We get to put all of our facial hair on you.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah.
Like with
no.
glue,
Do you
However
grow
all
we
different
see fit.
colors.
Do you
like,
grow any facial hair at all?
I just shaved.
That's been 6
Actually,
months.
I
You
did
just
just
shaved.
shave
That
today.
6
So
months.
I
Okay.
just shaved. So I do get hair here. I can't grow hair on like one side of my face.
Are you a neck beard guy? Do you
Yeah,
get
I
it?
do. I
Oh, yeah,
do
yeah,
get
yeah.
mad
Oh, I
neck
can-
beard.
Yeah, the neck
Well,
beard.
actually, just in here. I don't get like the down
on the
down
sides.
here like Jay, like
Yeah, that's regular
old Jimmy Neckbeard over there.
There was a football player, Andrew Luck, back in the day.
Okay.
And everyone used to call me Andrew Luck because he had a neck beard.
Oh, my God.
And it was like bad. Like his neck beard was 10 times longer than your beard.
That's so crazy.
I can't
It's
grow in the
gross.
middle. I got the reverse Hitler.
Reverse
You got
Hitler
the
going
reverse
on?
Hitler.
Yeah. So I destined to not be Hitler.
Which is good.
because I can't
You're the
grow hair there.
anti-Hitler.
I'm the anti-Hitler.
Of
Yeah.
all the places
That's what I like
you-
to say
yeah.
every morning. I go, yeah.
I'm not
Like,
Hitler.
do not grow hair there. If hair grows there, I shave it off immediately.
He's
Like,
been trying.
can't
He's been
do
trying
that.
to grow the Hitler, but it's just
No, I can't. I can't.
See, He's
I
tried.
can't.
Maybe we put a little of that, what is that? They got
Grow?
that- yeah, the little
I'll
grow
take some
stuff.
hymns.
The little the
Some
hymns.
hymns. Ooh, some hymns. You get some boner pills,
Some
too, while you're
Rogaine.
at it.
Is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah, a little rub the Rogaine here.
That'd probably burn your face so bad.
Do you see the hymns now? They have the hair with the erectile dysfunction,
The ED, yeah.
with lasting longer, with the weight loss Ozempic style.
It's just
All
a
in
man,
one?
It's just
they,
a man
they have
pill.
a 4-pack now that they're advertising on their pro.
Ooh.
So
Okay. I was getting
4-pack.
nervous that it was an all-in-one.
It was
That's
a-
just
just-
too much.
it
That's
was a
too much
big fat
power for
pill,
one
yeah.
pill.
The power in the palm of my hand.
I will be a man
don't
again.
they have like the gum too? Isn't there,
Yeah, they
like,
got the boner gum.
so many.
There's
they gotta have,
boner
like,
gum?
boner like hair
Oh,
growth. And
what?
That's,
Do they want you to?
chewing gum hair boner hair growth.
Yeah.
Donnie's like, what?
He's
The
like,
man
"That doesn't
just
sound
wants you
right."
to be hard all the time.
Yeah, they want you to get your dick hard. Like it's a and God bless them for doing it. You know, like they're keeping us hard.
Keeping dicks hard.
They're keeping dicks hard.
Keeping us hard.
Listen, have you guys taken a Blue Chew?
Bill's like,
That's
I
what
take
it's
him.
called.
I have to take him.
I love a Blue Chew.
Have you had one of those?
Yeah,
Okay. Do you order them online?
you can.
Or where do you get yours?
I have a buddy who gets them, and sometimes he'll just drop me off a
I'm not
couple
ordering
of
it
them.
online.
I don't order those
no.
He
things.
puts like about 10 in a sandwich bag, and I meet him in a Publix parking
Yeah,
lot.
and he hands
and
me
I
a
throw
bunch
him
of boner
20.
pills. Yeah, it's pretty good.
So you guys make like we got to make a dummy algorithm so it doesn't know any of us are getting that. And so like you just pile
But
all
we're
the terrible
already
shit.
getting it because they're trying to push it to everybody,
That's true.
regardless of algorithm.
Yeah.
You know,
So-
everybody gets Blue
They
Chew
just want your
ads.
dick to be hard.
So how does it? It seems like it does. How does the Blue Chew work? Is it actual gum and you just chew the gum?
So
and
the
then all
Is it
particular-
instant?
The particular ones I've gotten are like a chalky kind of tablet. So
Like a Tums?
Like a
like a
Tums.
Tums, yes, like a
Boner
Tums. Boner Tums, 100%.
Somebody call Carmen.
It comes in its own individual little baggie. Like it's its own individual little baggie, right? You pop that bad boy in. It does not work right away. It is
Okay.
not immediate.
What's the delay? Are we talking 30 minutes?
30 minutes might be long. It might be 20 minutes.
Really?
20 minutes, honestly.
Okay.
And you get this weird sensation in your nose.
Okay.
It starts there.
You get boner nose?
But that's how you get boner nose. You start that's when you know it's coming, and then it's on.
We are
you
not
know
going to
start
be able
running?
to post this.
Yes. Yeah, you start to bleed
We're not
a
gonna
little bit.
post. We're not going to be able to post this anywhere.
Okay, cool. Now the
We're saying the
That ain't
medical
Yeah.
term
Yeah,
boner.
yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, boner nose.
A boner.
So it's just a sensation.
That's
So it's a
good name.
sensation,
That's how
and
you
then
know
it
it's
starts
working.
to kick in,
Yeah.
and then that bad boy is good to go
For how long?
for a while.
Like 8 hours?
it's
You're
strong.
Now, hold on. Is it like the Cialis where it's waiting for you to be ready, or is it like the Viagra where you're
So they
just
have
like,
It
they have
tells you when
both.
it's ready.
They have both. So whichever one you get is kind of
different
yeah. They got two different kinds.
There's
The
Blue Chew and
generic.
Super Blue Chew.
Super Blue Chew. Here's the thing:
Super Saiyan Blue Chew.
is you get really good great hang, and even when you're done,
Better not
it's
hang.
it's still there. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's
but see,
rocking.
I would instantly panic attack myself into the 4-hour erection. I would instantly be like, "Oh my god, 4 hours!"
It's
in
like
1 minute.
mushrooms.
You
To
know
the
what?
hospital.
You don't need Blue Chew. We could just give you the psychosomatic reaction from like an asprin, just telling you that it's
Good.
Blue
You could
Chew.
give me a
Oh.
tell me
Yes.
this is a Blue Chew, and I
You don't
would
need
be
any-
hard
have
for
no
8
idea.
hours.
I'd be in the hospital.
Stuff with an aspirin.
So I did this one night
It's a Sour
where
Patch Kid.
I had the
We
Blue
just shave
Chew.
down.
I had the Blue Chew, and I was going to use it with my lovely lady. So I
Okay.
ate the Blue Chew. We were out. We were at a bar, and
Is it the first time you didn't know it was like a 15-minute punch you in the face thing?
No. This is like the 100th time. No, it was like the third or fourth time, and so I take this Blue Chew, right, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna be good. And then she's like, I gotta get out of here. I can't hang out tonight. I gotta go. And I was like, fuck. So now I just have this Blue Chew in me, and I gotta leave.
Did
Like,
she know you took the Blue Chew? Or was
She
that
did
like,
not. I
okay.
like to
No,
keep
I
it a
didn't know
mystery.
if that was like a thing. You're like, hey, babe, I took the Blue Chew.
They're-
We
they're
chewed
rolling-
up tonight.
They're
I gotta
rolling the
go.
dice. They
She's
know.
like, I don't want
They
any
know.
of that. So I go and I leave and I stop at a gas station and I get a Red Bull. I love a Red Bull.
Okay.
Right.
Not
Red Bull
think-
and a Blue Chew.
Not thinking. That's the
some
thing.
redders and bluers.
So I was
That's what
gonna
we
say
call
they
them.
need to make like white chew, which in case you took a blue chew and then the chick's like, nah, you can grab a white chew.
chew.
and
Oh,
reverse it.
boner
This is
suppressant.
not a bad idea because you take that Blue Chew,
They
then
have
you
to make
down a
that,
Red
right?
Bull, right?
The Red Bull worked.
And I'm driving home from Tampa, and after a while, I'm starting to be like, my heart hurts. Like my heart physically hurts.
Oh, that's not good.
And I start thinking, I'm like, maybe I need to pull over. Like I'm having a heart. And I realize I've mixed energy drink and Blue Chew.
You mixed a Red Bull and a Blue Chew.
and a Blue Chew, which
You
is
get it. And
great.
it's a purple comet.
Yeah, my dick turned purple. That was what happened. It was tough. It was a really
You
like
probably
a,
start having a panic attack. Like, here comes a heart attack.
and
You
I'm
can
driving
sue
down
Blue Chew.
Yeah. Oh, I should. That's not a bad
Imagine if you
idea.
die though. That's how you die. They come. You've had a heart attack and they get to the window.
The
and you're
autopsy.
Just like, you're just,
Dude, that probably happens all the
they would have
time.
no idea what's going on.
That probably
Oh my God.
regularly occurs.
You know what? They probably have the suppressant on hand.
Yeah, they got the white
Like
chips.
Narcon.
Yeah, for
instead.
your thing, yeah.
Then you're right in.
Yeah, dude, I was on 75. I was on Interstate 75 for
my
like an
God.
hour just thinking I was going to die.
He's like you legit pulled over.
No, I didn't pull over. I
You thought you
trucked
did,
along,
though.
but I was
Yeah.
getting close because it started like my chest physically hurt, and I was like, never again will I mix these two.
White shoes are only carried by EMTs. They're not available for commercial use.
Open up.
Not available over the counter.
Yeah.
Well, you know
yeah.
that's how they do it. That's how they. If you have the erection that lasts too long, they take a big needle, and they jab it and
Like a
then
balloon?
like a balloon, and then they pull the blood out
Oh.
'cause it's the
That's what I'm
blood.
saying.
Oh, 'cause all
So
the
after
blood's
4
rushing.
hours, you have to do that because you can have permanent
Wow.
damage.
Wow.
So like they just legitimately
Yeah.
do the off insect repellent commercial on you.
Yes.
Oh, nice. You're
Yes.
forever hard.
Not anymore.
It's like don't feed after midnight. If you don't kill your boner after 4 hours, you're forever hard.
The gremlin mode.
If you don't
So
kill your boner
funny.
after 4 hours, please call an exorcist.
Your mogwang.
Mogwang.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes. Listen, you have to use it. You have to use it. Otherwise,
Blue
you
Chew?
are because if you don't use it, you're in for a
See,
wild
think
ride.
of the PTSD you would have if you took the
Hey.
Blue Chew. All that happens. You feel like you're having a heart attack.
PTSD.
It's been more than 4 hours. They have to stick a remover into you, and now the next time you have to, you're like, I don't even.
Is it worth it,
I
though?
couldn't even.
You
Yeah.
know?
As Miss Yellow would say, let me work it.
Call my lady.
Something
and
you
she'll
get used
tell
to,
you.
though, right? Like almost like now you start relying on it, though, right?
So you have to be.
The chew.
No, he is right about this. You have to be very. I like to break a Blue Chew in once a month.
Just to
Just give him a good round.
I
You know what I mean?
Because when your girlfriend go, hey, look, it's been great, it's been fine, but like all of us, every once in a while, it's like, it's great.
It's
But now
really
it's like,
yeah.
Now you're pushing rope. Like, why are we pushing rope?
Do you want to know when you're taking the Blue Chew? Like, what if somebody just like gave it to you and you didn't know? Like
Somebody
a roofie.
slipped me a Blue
yeah,
Chew.
somebody
That's a
slipped
fun
you a
roofie.
Blue Chew.
I wouldn't be that mad.
That's like the
But if it was
opposite of
once a
roofie.
month, I'm saying your normal routine, but you don't know when it's coming.
I still wouldn't be that mad.
Right, exactly.
It's
Switch it up
literally
a
the
little.
inverse of a roofie. It's
Right.
like preparing to roofie someone. You got to take your roofie.
It's a self roofie? No.
But the best time to do it would be on a night out, and he's 100% drinking a Red Bull. We just
he's
talked
It's
about
just
where
not
that's
a
going.
good idea.
Yeah, it's not a good plan. Yeah, they'd have to. Yeah, you gotta. No, it'd be fine.
Oh my god.
I can't see.
I know dudes who would go take it and do comedy. Like they wouldn't even
Let me-
go
let me-
fuck. They would just go do comedy.
I want a Blue Chew for anxiety so that I can get on stage and not
Okay.
worry about it.
Well, Blue Chews are for anxiety.
Do they have anxiety Blue Chews? Also?
No, that's just
Well,
what
no,
they're
that's what it is,
inherently
yeah.
for. Yeah. It's so you don't feel
Because you're nervous, so you
self-conscious.
can't get bricked up.
Right.
But you take that bad boy, it skips
Well, I was
right
gonna
past
say,
the
well,
nerves.
because it blows open the doors and
Yeah.
lets you.
Instead of all the blood rushing to your head,
Maybe that would help with anxiety, as I have a huge.
your heart couldn't race if it's all going to your dick.
That's right. No, listen, he's not wrong about this. This is scientifically accurate.
So you're saying to break the stage fright, I need to pop a Blue Chew.
Correct.
Yeah. Just don't time it wrong.
Just don't time it wrong.
Sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, you're
that's
already
pretty
having
good.
trouble as it is.
Yeah,
A Blue Chew would not
I would be down
help.
Heart Attack Alley. I would be. There'd be
Of
no,
course.
There would be no.
We got to do the Red Bull Blue Chew. You gotta do
Podcast. We should do that one of these times.
The Red Bull
a Purple
Blue
Comet.
Chew
We all
pod-
down a Purple Comet. You put
I
it
like how
in the
you've
Red
now
Bull.
made it a drug to do. Doing Purple
Morpheus
Comet?
told me not to
Bro, I'm
do that,
doing a
dog, and
Purple
I'm not
Comet
doing it.
tonight, and they're
Well,
like, you better slow
it's
down.
like a 5 Loco. You know, you get a 4 Loco
Yeah.
in a 5-hour energy. You know.
You're like, dude, you're 37 years old. You can't
Yeah,
be
you
doing
can't be
that.
doing that.
You can't be doing that right now.
Yeah, you'll start to like once you start getting those stressed out heart things. You're like, how old? I'm getting too old to do any of this stuff.
Start looking at your hands. You're like, these are old man hands now. Oh, yeah,
My
it's a good
Blue
time.
Chew days are over.
My Blue Chew mixing days are over.
Yeah. Yeah.
I used to party real hard back in my day.
So yeah, you've never taken one before you got on stage,
No, never before I go on stage.
But you know people.
but you know people that have done it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Have they told you?
Yeah.
Like they're like, dude.
Yeah.
I
Did
took
you
it.
know?
Did I know that they were doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah. They
So, like,
get
watch
hard on
this.
stage?
They flat out.
watch it.
And they ate it real quick. No, he just came up to me, and I remember specifically because he was kind of like rubbing like this, And that's like the sign that someone's done something. You know what I mean?
He just
And
told
you
he
he
took
was
a blue
very
chew.
intense about it. He's like, dude, I had a fucking blue chew before I got out of here. And I was
He
like,
just
what?
told you that to make up for him actually being hard. He's
Yeah,
like,
he
no,
just-
I'm not turned on. It's the blue chew.
Blue chew. That's a
The blue
chew.
chew was a mistake. I thought I had time.
I'm rubbing my nipples to calm down. I don't like it.
He was very intense. It was a very aggressive moment.
Okay.
See, you guys then, if you're doing stuff like that, you guys should have like pill roulette, where you're like, in my hand, I have a blue chew,
It's like
some
Morpheus.
ecstasy, an aspirin, yeah, and you're like, who knows?
Right. You just reach in. You know.
I don't know how I can't. Do you ever get anxiety from getting on stage?
Yeah, of course.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Still to this, like every time?
Yeah. Particular in some spots more than others.
Like, so if you're hosting, not if you're like featuring or headlining or anything like that. Like, what if you're just hosting?
Hosting, yeah, for sure.
Seriously?
Because you got to go out. There's like, they're kind of like they're a little ready for the show,
There's
but
no
they're still kind
precedent
of pensive.
set yet.
There's no yeah,
Yeah.
right. There
And
hasn't been any.
I was gonna say, we've worked from the technicals to the other side, and I've seen you have to deal with crowds that are just not ready to laugh at anything. Not you. I mean, like, it doesn't matter.
Sure.
What do you do in that situation?
Carry
And I'm
on,
asking because
soldier.
I'm learning because I'm trying to do all this, so I'm genuinely curious. Like, how do you take that when you come out with a joke and you're like, aha, and the crowd is just they're just a garb. They're just not a happy crowd.
They either don't like you or
Not
whatever
even
the
you.
thing
Like
is.
those nights where you've seen like it doesn't matter.
You have to soldier forward.
Yeah.
You can't let them break you. Like and it happens. I still do it sometimes. Where like if it's not going well, I'll catch a little bit of the feelings, and you'll start to see it in my mannerisms that I'm starting to fall apart a little bit. But you gotta like.
How do you do that? How do you focus up?
You
Because you're
just-
like, how many years have you done it?
3 years now.
3 years now.
Wow.
Mhm.
Okay, that's
Ye-
still relatively
Oh,
fresh,
it's,
right?
It's so young.
Yeah.
I mean, that's obviously you're not 10-year veteran, but you're also not a rookie. But it's
It's still very
pretty fresh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's hard. You literally have to. At least for me, I have to go. Don't you? I have to mentally be like, don't. You're fine. Everything's okay. Even if this doesn't go well, nobody laughs at anything. Which
Do
is
you
what
have
you
an
want.
anxiety disorder or anything? Do you have like any normal panic attacks or anything like that?
I do have a bit of anxiety. I don't know if I would say it's anxiety disorder. I will get a panic attack from time to time,
Okay,
but it's usually related to finance. and
Blue
my-
chews and Red Bulls.
Blue Chews and Red Bulls. Yes. 100%.
That's the name of this episode, by the way.
Blue Chews and Red
Blue
Bulls.
Chews and Red Bulls.
It's pretty good.
No, so you can think yourself back out of the.
Yeah, because you kind of have to. I mean, you could go up there and let them break you and do that.
Is there a different? Okay, so say you're hosting.
Okay.
Compared to like, what would be your difference to your hosting and the crowd's not feeling it, to where you're the feature, you've already heard the pre stuff, the trailers or whatever, you don't hear them laugh. The host comes out and you don't hear them laugh, and now they're getting ready to introduce you.
Is the feature?
Yeah, like so now you're in the middle. You've already had at least one person go before you, and it's dead room city.
I still have that thing that a lot of comics will do, and it's in your head. You go, I got this.
Yeah.
I know exactly what they want.
Right.
I'm gonna make them laugh.
Okay,
It's like a challenge.
So no matter what, you're like, yeah, you're just
You're like, I
it's your
got this.
Goku. You're like, this
Yeah.
is fine.
And then you go out there and you eat big plates of shit, and you're like, oh yeah, that's right. I don't have this.
Yeah, I do
don't,
not. I do not.
And here's the thing: is like when you're hosting, it's your job. So I am trying to figure out how to get them to enjoy. Like I'm not just going, oh, they don't like comedy, they don't like me, and then just moving on,
Right.
And being like and waiting for the clock to end. You know, I'm still trying to like find the avenue. But if you can't find it, you can't find it.
Okay.
Sometimes. Plus, I look like this, and I don't, you know.
See, that's the funny thing, and that's not even an insultive thing. I've seen him come out on stage, not open his mouth, and the crowd start laughing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
People with softer skin that aren't designed to be in this game would not like that. But I
No.
feel like as a comedian, you're like, oh, thank God.
Well, the name.
They're already and your
And
name.
the name
you see
helps.
the name,
Name.
and then you come out,
Mhm.
which I'm just like a normal dude, but they instantly start laughing, and it's like Pettifer, ha ha ha.
Right.
ha, ha,
Right.
ha.
Right.
That joke is kind of my temperature joke. That's like my feeler gauge.
The name joke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
If
I've
that
seen you like
doesn't
move
go
that
well,
from the beginning to even the end.
yeah, I did that at the end the other night.
Yeah,
and it
you did it as
does
like
fine.
a closer, and it worked. Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost even sometimes better where kind of like I build up to it, I gain their
Right,
trust a little
right.
bit to do that bit. I mean, it's not super offensive.
They're like
It's-
waiting for you
No.
to say something
It's
about
making fun
it.
of my name.
That's the thing. We've talked about this before. You've managed to take something that is super taboo and can be considered, raunchy or dirty or whatever, and you've put a completely clean spin on it. But at the same time, you're hammering home.
Of
It's a dirty joke, but it's
a-
not.
right.
So it's like that's why I think it
'Cause
lands almost every time.
Usually under circumstances of that kind of material, people are like, oh, you can't joke about this. This is wrong.
But it's built into your name.
But it's built into my name, so,
So-
I get to do it. It's
Right.
fun. But like if I do that bit up top and it doesn't go well,
You're done. Your set's done.
I go, this set's probably not going to be
Right.
my best. I'm gonna have to search for the avenues that they want. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's
So then I think it's almost worth not pulling that bit out until
the end sometimes.
the end. Like
Yeah.
I guess if the crowd's already happy and hot and you come out and they're laughing, you don't even need to worry about
Mm-hmm.
pulling that one out.
So yeah, like for like if I was coming out as a feature and they were already hot,
Mm-hmm.
be great. Fire off with that right away.
Okay.
It's gonna carry me right into it.
Oh, but so if they're not hot, then you just go. Maybe we'll just.
But sometimes I switch it around.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get it, and it literally is just to be like, okay, what do they like?
Where
What
are
is
we
this?
at?
Where are we at?
Right.
And I'm really not a dirty.
No, that's what I'm trying
Comic.
to say. You don't come. When you think of Pettifer, you don't think clean comedian. But he's also not a dirty
No.
comedian either, which is what I'm saying. You walk a really interesting line that I don't think a lot of people manage to do very well.
Yeah, let's hope it's a good line to walk.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Because I'm saying no one's going to go, oh, Pettifer, he's that clean comedian.
He's that
Like,
clean guy.
Well, you get a dry bar special that way,
Ooh, yeah.
right?
But I'm saying he's clean enough that he could get one of those super clean specials, but he's also dirty enough
'Cause
that
you're
people
walking the
aren't going
line.
to go,
Yeah.
"Ugh."
Right, they're like, oh, this guy, he's all clean. We don't like it. Yeah, I've got some dirty stuff in there, and sometimes I've got some newer stuff that I would like to start.
So let me ask you that too. So you've been doing about 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
What's your well? Like, what do you have? Probably total-ish time. Like, so if you go up, you have like, here's what I'm doing. I'm doing 20. This is what I'm doing. 20. Do you already like? Okay, I planned this 20 out, but in a different order. Maybe I'll try something new tonight from this little secret set of 20. Like,
Yes.
How much are you writing now at year 3 compared? You know what I mean? Like, are you constantly?
So, like, if I was doing 20 minutes, which is about what I would say I can do, that's going to be, well, I can get to 25.
Like you're super confident in the 20, right?
I can get to 25. It's going to be, there might be some ups and downs in there.
Okay.
But yeah, I kind of have the set order. I will rearrange it if I want to because they all kind of fit together, so I can kind of switch them around. And then somewhere in the middle, I usually like to try to slip in these newer ideas. Okay. That way, if they're they suck and crowd doesn't like it,
Right out.
I can throw it right out and I can move into something that works. It's good to slip those things in there. That way, you have something to kind of fall back on. At least in my opinion.
Do you have so how much do you think extra? Do you have like another unconfident 20?
I don't think I
you
have another
plug in?
unconfident 20. I would say I probably have another unconfident 10 or 15.
Okay.
Because sometimes you just start throwing shit away.
Yeah.
You start coming at things and you just start throwing shit out.
Okay.
And then you'll come back to it and you go, why did I ever throw this out? This is good. And then you'll go do it and you'll go, oh yeah, that's exactly why I stopped doing that.
Damn. Okay. That's interesting. That's like legit interesting. I'm trying to get a gauge on. I've asked a lot because I'm kind of curious to see how everybody approaches.
Mm-hmm. I'm not a
Especially now.
super great writer. Like
Okay.
when it comes down to which is hilarious because I want to write a novel. It's ridiculous. But like I have a very hard time sitting down and writing.
Patiently, yeah. Like I'm gonna write for 4 hours
No,
tonight.
it doesn't. It's not going to happen. Even if I will go in there, I'll unplug my Xbox, I'll turn my phone off, I'll do all the things that are
You're
needed.
supposed to do.
And I'll just like lay there. I'll
Stare at the
sit
wall.
there and stare at the wall. Yeah, I can't do it. That's why I'm a bad student. It's why I didn't go to college, folks.
Yeah. I think we all have a little bit of that. Like the writer's block kind of weirdness where you're like, I can't.
Comes
do
in
it.
waves.
Yeah.
You can't force it.
I'll just like come up with the idea.
Yeah.
I'll run it at an open mic. If it works, cool. Then I'll start digging into it. If it doesn't, then I'll kind of like wait, and then things will just come to me throughout the day. Like I'll be at my job and I'll be doing something, and then all of a sudden I'll go, oh, that's the line. Okay,
Right.
and get that in and go. Okay, I'm gonna do it tonight, but I'm gonna add these new things that I've thought up.
Okay.
And I try not to like use any substances to assist in the
So you're
writing of that.
also-
No blue
Wow.
chews to help you write.
No, honestly,
No purple comments. baby.
I really haven't tried it. I maybe should. That would not be a bad idea.
Get that
You could
nose
almost
tingle.
write that. That's a funny bag. I got trouble writing. I started doing
It's like
I
a
started
blue
doing
chew.
blue chew.
blue chew with a Red Bull.
It's like Adderall for your dick.
Some guys are like, you gotta.
Sorry.
It is kind of a little bit. Yeah.
Mongwang.
So guys, they think that you should do like something like they're like, oh, you gotta smoke weed while you write your bits, and I'm like, I don't think it's for me at least. If I'm coming up with an idea, I need to be sober, because otherwise I'll be high and I'll go, this is the best idea I've ever
And then
had,
it's
and
nonsense.
it's not.
Yeah,
See,
I've been there.
I feel like you get different. You can still get good ideas when you're high or whatever. You can, but it's a different kind of idea, even if it's good.
Right.
Like it might not. It's not going
Right.
to be mainstream, or you know what I'm trying to say. It's not going to be necessarily the right.
You'll think it's funny.
You'll think it's funny.
You'll think it's really
And I have
And
a
it might
bunch
be
of
okay,
those.
Yeah.
but it's not going to be as good as you are laser focused.
Right.
in. No,
No.
I agree with that.
I think you should build the structure, like the frame of your house, sober, and then you decorate it.
And yeah, you can
Then
decorate
you,
it high.
Then you
That's
decorate
a really
it
good.
high.
Yeah, it's a good way to.
You get a little high. You start thinking about, okay,
Like,
this
I
might
want
be
some
funny
lights
to
there.
say. Yeah,
Maybe throw a plant on that wall.
right. But otherwise, I like to do it sober. I
Yeah.
prefer.
Same with on stage.
I like a.
That's different.
I'm trashed
Obviously
on
not,
stage.
yeah.
Trash. No, I like to go up. I like to get a beer 10 minutes before I go up. I have a
Nice.
couple of sips, and then just go up with that.
Do you do the beer on stage?
Ryan.
I'll
All
bring
right,
beer.
now, okay.
Ryan's been up, and he struggles a little bit with anxiety like I do. I
Right.
don't think,
It's been a year
I don't
since
think
I
he
did
has it
open
as
mic.
bad as I do, but he
I
gets it
remember.
pretty bad.
Oh.
Yeah, he had to do like would you have 5-6 beers
Yeah, Twee kept handing me drinks.
in like
Yeah.
the span of
I would order one, and she like handed me two, and then I ordered
was-
another one.
Yeah.
It was in like 10 minutes too. He was just like.
I used to do it at the beginning. In the beginning, I would do tequila. I would do 2 shots
Yeah.
of tequila before I went on stage.
Yeah, I was blasted.
Mm-hmm.
I got through my set barely, but I got through it.
But that's
you
the
did.
thing.
You did. He did. He plowed through it. I don't think he knew where he was. It's like one of those things when you're tired and you're driving home, and
Yeah.
all of a
Right.
sudden you're in your driveway and you're like,
How?
the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is this?
That's
Yeah. I went up and then saw the light, and I'm like, guess I'm done.
I'm done,
like
folks.
5 minutes later. A couple more people go on, and he comes up and he's like, I gotta go on soon. And I'm like, no, Ryan, you already went on. Oh, that's right. That's right.
He's
Oh,
like,
right.
I'm
That's
good,
right.
I'm
right,
good.
right, right.
Good.
Right.
It was good. It was
Awesome.
good. Was it good? How was it? How was it?
He's like, someone's gonna have to drive
Still
me
have the video.
home.
We do. We
And
have
it was in the old bar, so it looks like I played forever ago.
a totally different
Yeah.
place.
Now I
Yeah.
can do it again, and I have 2 clips.
Ooh, very
Right?
good. Yes,
Right?
2 totally different places.
Two different
too.
venues.
2 different places.
Yes.
A whole
Yep.
different.
I'm gonna get him to redecorate about 8 more times.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you ever get nervous doing that when you like testing jokes out at like open bars, open mic type things?
It's certainly easier at open mic because I think at some point you mentally have to go like, "Hey, this is an open mic. It's not
Like,
important."
not care at all.
Yeah, especially in the beginning when you're trying and you don't know anybody, you're like desperately want everything to be very good,
Right.
so people will like you and be your friend.
Did you ever like just flat out completely smash bomb open mic as how like I'm just trying to gauge like how many good in a row did you have before you absolutely face planted?
I probably had 1 good one.
That's it?
And then it was just face plant after face.
Really?
Yeah, and I mean you just get better. That's the thing.
Face plant like you messed up the jokes or just the crowd just was like
It could be any number of reasons. I always like to try to attribute it to my fault. That's how I
Okay.
am.
Take blame. Take
I
credit.
think that's the best
Yeah.
way to do it because sometimes audiences do suck.
Right.
Like, I mean, it's
oh, it's just in any kind of show. Whether
In
you're
any
working
kind of
theater,
show.
comedy, yeah.
I've
Movies,
been
the
to
audience sometimes is-
concerts where people sat down and nobody stood up for the entire. Nobody danced. Nobody got up to the front. Nobody. They just all sat there and stared at a band. And that happens.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. The crowds, you have to depend on them a little bit.
But I think if you start like just constantly blaming the audience and being like they sucked.
It wasn't me. Yeah.
Yeah, you get to that exactly. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't my fault. You have to take some onus for what's happening, even if it's as simple as going, "Hey, you didn't read the room. These
Right.
people didn't want you to talk about the most inappropriate thing you could think of," which happens often. you gotta try to blame yourself first, and then if you kind of go through the things and you're like, okay, well I did this, and you're like, all right, the audience kind of sucked. That happens.
Okay.
It's not impossible.
See, yeah, no, I get so in my head, and I'm like, man, I wouldn't blame the audience. I'd blame me no matter what.
Yeah, blame yourself always first.
That's not a problem.
Yeah.
I hate myself a lot. So that's
yeah,
Ready to
that's
be a
what,
comic.
yeah, that's why people do comedy because
Yeah.
they hate themselves. Here's the funny thing that sometimes will happen with comedians is they become very aloof. At least in the small time I've done it, and the some I've
wow,
met.
really? You think? Okay.
They become very aloof and they go like, I don't give a shit.
You mean to like what a crowd will think of their jokes?
They're like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care about them. They're not worried.
Well,
Deep
they're-
inside, they
yeah.
desperately
They
are
totally
upset.
care. Well, they have to care. They get paid to
'cause-
care.
Yeah, you talk hate yourself. There's levels of it. Like we're writers and comedy artists, so we already hate ourselves anyway because
Right.
we write all the time. I feel like that's taking it one more step further because now I'm going to show you all my writing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you got to do it. You like, and it's
Got it to the left.
it's hard, it's tough. Like it's one of those things that like when you go up there and because you're bearing yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
You're bearing yourself. You are, even if it's like if it's not even a thing about you particularly, it's a joke you've written about like a topic or anything like that.
Yeah.
You're still like, it's almost like bringing your mom a drawing you made, right?
And you're like, please say it's nice.
And you're just like, do you like this? Is this nice?
And anything other than it's the greatest thing I've ever seen is going to be devastating.
Yes.
Are you
and
putting it on the fridge or not?
Yeah.
right? Well, and then like the further you get, and the better the laughs become, and the better you become, I think you start to get a little more desperate for a good laugh. Honestly, because in the beginning you're like, I suck, and I'm not gonna get any good laughs. So any laugh is great.
You're like chasing the laugh dragon.
Mm-hmm. But then you get to a point where you're like, okay, I need big laughs all the time, or it doesn't fill the
See,
void.
I like this
Doesn't
because
fill the hole.
you're in a really interesting spot. Like I said, 3 years is good. Like most of the time when we talk to people, it's comedians that have been comedians for 30, 40 years, or comedians that have done it for less than a year. So it's like really nice to kind of hear how it kind of morphs. So you're chasing the laughs now.
Yeah, and
bad.
And you definitely want to chase the laughs. You got to
Yeah.
be careful. It's like it's a tight rope to walk.
That's what I'm saying. Because then when you have the bad nights, you're like, yeah, see, that's
But you don't want to sell yourself out.
right.
You know what I mean? I still think you got to do what you do. Because that's like my favorite thing about comedy is we all may talk about like the same topics, but we're all individual little flowers that get to have our
Right.
own say. So you have to like, I think, at least for me sometimes, I have to avoid going for the thing that is like, this would work, but it's not me. You know what I mean? I know
So you
that
want
sounds...
like trying to write like writing jokes that are true to actually yourself, because if you're even if it's something you write that you think is funny but it's not going to come off as Bill Pettifer.
It's just like they're gonna, like, because I hear it and I go, that's not me. You know what I mean? And then I'm thinking the audience goes, that's not this guy.
That's what I'm
What's he
saying. It
talking
could be a
about?
funny joke if Ryan told it, but you're not Ryan.
Right. That
you
happens.
could write it for Ryan and be like,
And
hey,
you
this might
never
be
will
funny.
be.
He said, don't you forget it.
You guys could do like a weird before and after.
A little bit,
situation
yeah.
with the hair and the
Oh,
beard.
okay. That's
you know?
me if I could grow
Like
facial hair.
Before
and after
we went on
Blue Chew.
Survivor, after we went on Survivor, kind of a situation.
Okay.
30 days on the island.
Yeah. Like he's
Yeah.
Castaway version of
Yeah,
me.
Castaway Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were gonna say before and after you take Purple Comet.
Before,
Which
after
is the
3 minutes.
before.
You're a man now, kid.
Yeah. Am I the after because I ripped all my hair out?
No, you'd be before the 3 night in a row Purple Comet binge.
Oh,
and then
3?
After.
And
Like
then after.
Friday night, 20 minutes before
You
the Purple
feel
Comet,
it.
Sunday after.
You
You
for
feel
the
just
it.
look
Comet.
haggard.
You
You're
feel
like,
it
"Ugh."
deflating. You know. You
Chasing
put it in the Red Bull, mix
Chasing
it around.
the Purple Comet.
Yeah.
That's
You-
what you do.
you
You
break
put
it
in
up,
the Red
snort
Bull.
it.
We got to circle us all back around to that. I mean,
We
that's-
just did.
Yeah.
This is not a
Took
bad
a full
idea.
lap.
I-
A Purple
I'm sure
Comet?
a doctor would disapprove. I'm sure if
Probably
you
not.
talk to a
Well, I'm
doctor.
thinking,
I'm
like,
sure a lot of people would
we've got
disapprove.
people on the that we can get to do it.
Should we get
as a
somebody
bit.
to do it with a doctor on standby to monitor what happens actually scientifically?
We could probably get a legit EMT to do
Like,
that.
can we get somebody to like
That's it.
step into an MRI machine while they're red purple commenting?
You probably just put the little sleeve on them and check their blood pressure.
Yeah.
Because it's going to open your capillaries, so then the blood's flowing, and then that energy drink's going to get your heart cranking.
Pupils are dilating.
Right.
You couldn't do it because of anxiety.
No,
I couldn't
I'd-
do it because
yeah.
of anxiety. I don't think Donnie could probably handle it either. Anxiety. I think he's the only one in this room currently that can handle
He's
it.
done it.
That's what I'm saying. But could handle, and he barely could handle it.
Yeah, it was a scary moment, dude. A cup of black coffee and a Blue Chew. Yeah, that's
your memoir.
Black coffee
A
and a
cup
blue
of black
chew.
coffee and a Blue Chew. The Bill Pettifer story.
You said you wanted to write a novel.
That's it.
ooh.
That's it.
Memoirs of my life.
Brews and blue chews.
The Purple Comet.
Cold
But-
brews and blue chews.
Mogwai.
Mogwang.
My life.
Nice. Now we're recapping.
Chapter
Bill,
1.
thanks.
Bill, where are you
Coming
gonna
in,
be?
man.
Yeah.
What you got coming up?
Plug away.
I'm sure all of you will be local, so
Yes.
I've got some
Anywhere,
spots
yeah.
coming up.
You
in,
playing Japan? You playing Tokyo?
No, I'll be in St. Pete.
Cool.
There's a lot of great places out there. Tampa, a lot of good
So you're-
comedy clubs out there.
What are you, Tampa to Venice? Fort Myers?
I don't really get down south, actually.
Oh, really?
I
Oh,
probably
really?
should more.
Okay.
But I really was attracted to Tampa St. Pete.
Yes.
Okay.
And I've just kind of been running that.
Stay in that area.
hmm
Nice.
It's a great area.
Yeah, it's
You're going to see a
hilarious.
lot of young comics who are working really hard. And it's good. There's great rooms out there.
Damn. All right.
Cool.
Guys, anything before we let Bill get out of here?
No.
Well, you want us to talk now at the end? Yeah.
Thinking about Purple Comets.
Thinking about purple comments. Do
You
you
know
want
what
to
I'm
do?
doing after this?
Do you want to do a little sound healing thing?
Oh, I don't know.
Boo boo boo. It's not my first sound healing, if I can be
I
honest.
gotta get my time machine. I traveled from 107 years ago.
a battery.
It's working. See? Oh, there we go. We got it.
Yeah, I'm not
Play
gonna be able
us
to do
out
that.
with a theme song.
Sing the lyrics. It's like
Goop
Something like that.
baba goop goop.
What's the theme song to Purple?
I was a bad musician. I won't lie to you.
Play us a song called Purple Comet.
Purple Comet, all in my brain. Is that a song maybe somebody already made? Whoops.
Keep going. Keep going.
We're trying to get an advertising sponsorship with Blue Chew,
And Red Bulls.
and Red Bull.
Please, Red Bull.
We come back next time. We're all in Blue Chew Red Bull merch.
Dude, if you got me,
racing
listen,
suits.
if you got me a
wanna-
Blue Chew like Adidas tracksuit,
That's literally what I'm picturing.
I would wear
He's
it.
got the symbol right here. He's drinking a Red Bull.
I would wear it everywhere I go and on stage permanently. Permanently.
Bill Purple Comet Pettifer.
Yeah. I'm so in.
Pettifer.
You get a cod piece for days that you just can't quite support the Blue Chew.
Guys, I can't keep taking Blue Chew. My heart's going to fucking explode.
That's how you got to end every bit. Every you're done. All right, guys, I've been Bill Pettifer, and then you eat a Blue Chew and walk off stage.
There's always you should bring like a little Advil and like put it on stage with a Red Bull,
Instead
like
of the
just
water,
there.
we do Red Bull and a pill. So like you come up and you're like, 1 second. I like to start
It's
my
a timer
set.
for the both of us.
and
They got to
end
be
my
able to
set.
see the bag, so they go, is that dude taking a Blue Chew right now?
We do. We put it like an aspirin or like a piece of candy, like a Tic Tac in the Blue Chew bag.
Like
You
a blue
start
Tic
and
Tac.
end your set with a Blue Chew and a
Like
Red
a
Bull.
clear blue Tic Tac.
I throw back the Blue Chew. I crush the Red Bull. Like
You down it.
I down it.
Yeah,
maybe
you
I
small
even
one. The
maybe
little-
even
like-
shotgun that bad boy.
What size do you smash?
I usually do about an 8 ounce. I don't
Okay, so
like
you
to get too
start
big.
with the minis.
Yeah.
hmm
Just drink half the mini with the Blue Chew at the beginning, and then
And then
crush
just
it
go,
at the end,
"What's
finish
up,
it with-
fuckers?"
It's just pouring down your face. It's all in your beard. It's just dripping.
Who's ready for Purple Comet
Like
Pettifer?
blue dust on your mustache.
All right, boys and girls, we have a 15-minute timer.
Skinny
before-
Macho Man.
Okay.
Macho
Okay.
Man,
It's like
yeah.
if Macho Man did Ozempic.
Yeah, okay now.
Macho
This is
Man
the post-
Candy Savage.
This is the post
Macho Man
credit
Candy
scene for the show.
Savage.
Yeah.
Pettifer, thanks again. We'll get you.
Thank you guys so much.
Apologizing.
No, this is a really good podcast. I
Yeah,
really
this is
thank
fun.
you guys for having me. I appreciate it. Good night.
You get no high fives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Donnie and I Eiffel Tower.